kicker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson being chased out left.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 17 yards out.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he finds Corey Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Wilson. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Corey Davis 26 yards.
And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably good.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Third and 2, now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
Down inside the 10.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And here comes Berrios. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Play action. Now Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Edwards will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Third and goal, Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Wilson wants to throw it. Open man is Uzama. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 92 yards. To throw is Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of